everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a basic energy oracle message for you. But remember that this is a general reading, so please take whatever messages resonate for you and please leave the rest. You know, if you want a personal reading that is specific to you and your situation, there's information in the drop-down box and how to do that with me or me and my Pisces twin. So today we have 3 piles. Pile 1 is malachite, pile 2 is numite, and pile 3 is crocodile jasper. So go ahead, pause the video, do whatever it takes to meditate on which pile or which crystal is calling to you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Those of you who picked the malachite for pile 1, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what the cards have to say. So for our tarot card, which is our overall energy for this pile, we have the High Priest. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with regimens, schedules, trying to get organized at this moment. You're dealing with organizations possibly, maybe dealing with a situation at your work or school. Trying to organize, and a lot of you are also, I feel like that there's a group of you out there who are dealing with marriage, your significant other, trying to work through some issues. Maybe there's a little bit of what the message I'm strongly getting is that there is some kind of miscommunication or trying to get something organized and put together. Maybe what I'm getting is like, and this could just be for one of you, okay? That you and your spouse are having issues with trying to find time to spend alone together. And so there's like a hiccup in scheduling or timing or something like that is the message I'm getting. And you're really trying to work through that, or you're just trying to work through problems with your marriage. Some of you might be ending a marriage. But let's see what the rest of the messages have to say about that. So oh yeah, look, we have winter solstice and reflection. We have confidence is the key to your success, new moon in Leo. So before I go any further, let's take a look at these, okay? And see what this winter solstice, okay, reflection. So I was definitely like picking up on energy where, you know, even if you're single, you're in a relationship, whatever's going on, I feel like there's some kind of, you're trying to work out something. There's some kind of something to do with time and scheduling and trying to find a specific time slot in which to get something accomplished. Workouts are coming into my mind, time with your significant other, and just trying to balance your life in general and trying to fit everything in for the day kind of thing. Or trying to reach a deadline I'm getting for some of you with your work, or it's some kind of school. I'm picking up writing a paper. There's some kind of something coming up with writing a paper and getting it finished in time. And it's definitely saying confidence is the key to your success. So if some of you are actually trying to, you're worried about something to do with like presenting something or like a paper or a presentation or something like that. It's basically saying that confidence, you need to be confident in the situation because it's going to make or break you if you aren't confident, I'm getting. So let's see what this winter solstice, the message on that is, okay? Definitely that time period, obviously. I mean, we're getting reflection and then we're getting winter solstice. So this is a time period that's going to be, whatever it is you're working on now, something to do, like by the time the winter solstice rolls around, you're going to get some results or you're going to hear an answer as to whatever it is that you're doing or you're working on. That time period is going to be like a critical time of importance. Also, new moon in Leo is also an important time for you. So pay attention to those time periods as they come up here into the future, all right? So winter solstice, let's see. Oh, interesting. It says, review the past year and ask yourself what the most important lessons lessons you have had to learn are, what you have accomplished, and what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the upcoming year. Whether it has been a relatively smooth ride or a challenging series of events, acknowledge your experience as being the work of Source, no matter what your judgment, fears, or joys are. Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness, then let it go. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet, slow time in reflection. Once you feel complete, reflect on your present life, especially focusing on what you are grateful for. When you are finished, consider what is to come, all the different possibilities and potential that exist before you. Allow your imagination to roam without limitation or ambition and see what shows up. Notice how you feel in your body and whatever scenario plays out in your mind. These are previews of which is gestating and can manifest and grow when cared for properly. Patience and stillness is called for here. For just as Earth cycles have their own pace, so does this cycle. So definitely, obviously, this is going to be an important time to be paying attention to for sure. So let's take a look at New Moon in Leo, okay? And see what it has to say. Okay, this card heralds the news. Oh my God, are you shitting me? This is crazy. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. See, that's mentioned here and it's mentioned here. Okay. Wow. Okay. When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. See? Interesting. So whatever you're doing right now, it's going to pay off. Okay. So don't give up hope. Don't keep focused. Okay. On what the prize is. Just keep moving forward. Keep being persistent. Okay. With what you're trying to do. So if you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. So if any of you have kids, it's going to be obviously a really good time for your children, okay? Something good is going to happen, some new positive news about your kids or something. So attuned to the moon, it says, make time to have fun. Additional meanings are, it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it, okay? And I got to say this. There's been a lot of people that I've been talking to lately, and a lot of this subject has come up about self-love and self-care. I know everybody says this stuff, but you really have to do it, okay? There's nothing wrong with making time and scheduling time just for yourself, especially if you have children, okay? You need to make that time for yourself so you can be a good parent. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it does not matter. We all need time to care for ourselves and show ourselves some compassion and some self-love. So exactly, spoil yourself. Treat yourself to something that you normally wouldn't treat yourself to. Do something different. Try something new that you haven't done before. I really feel that that's very important as the future moves on here. So, and then it says, you've turned someone's head. So I feel like for some of you, definitely whatever it is that you're working on, it's going to get somebody's attention for sure. And that's going to lead to good things. So Leo is the sign of big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. Yes, yes. So the energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. Nice. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Okay, so for those of you who are sitting on your butt, wishing and praying and hoping that you'll be noticed and that the right one's just going to fall into your lap, that ain't ever going to happen unless you get out there, show yourself, be vocal, communicate with other people, reach out to other people. Stop being so afraid to do that, okay? Now is the time to make your move. Shoot your shot. Just fucking do it, okay? So, moving right along. So let's see what else we got here. We have 2 cards wanted to come up for you. So this is interesting because we have winter and now we have autumn, okay? Watchtower of the West, autumn. And we have Homeland, Foundation. So just by looking at these two cards, what I'm picking up, some of you are going to be traveling. Okay, I get that. And you're going to be, what do you have to say? You're definitely going to be traveling to visit a place where there's either relatives of yours or your lineage comes from, or you're basically starting over a whole new life in a whole new location, okay? And it could be far away, like a different country, or it can just be like, you know, a different state or whatever, if you live in the States, or a different province if you live in Canada, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I really feel like there's definitely some kind of journeying or traveling to be involved. And definitely, I'm telling you, this end of the year vibe, I don't know what this is, okay? And honestly, guys, I'm really kind of creeped out about it a little bit, but not in a bad way, in a good way, because this is a constant message that keeps coming up. It seems like every freaking reading I do, whether it's for myself or if I watch one for me, or if I'm doing it for other people, there's something about the end of 2020 that's going to be, and just the winter, you know, and especially autumn is going to be a pivotal turning point for a lot of people. Now, I know in the US, okay, and I know the world is watching when it comes to the bullshit political crap that's going on in this country here. We have elections at the end of the year too, so that could have something to do with it. And it's kind of creepy because you really hope, okay, and I want everybody to be hoping that certain people do not get into power that have been in power, if you know what I'm saying, because nothing good is going to come of that. It's actually going to get worse, and it's not just for the United States, it'll be for the rest of the world. So send positive vibes that shit changes, because trust me, you don't want to go down that path, all right? So it's really interesting because I get a lot of, we have this blue and we have a lot of orange and we have a lot of red. So I feel like speaking your truth at this time period is really important. I also feel like getting to the root and getting to your roots, which is this homeland, is getting back to your roots, finding out where you're from. Some of you need to get your DNA tested to find out where you're from. Some of you might actually find out if you've been adopted, like your actual parents. You're going to find something out about that. That's just a message that came through. Okay, for somebody specific out there, I guess, whoever watches this, you're going to find out. I also feel like you definitely need to be working on that, because you have the creativity has been mentioned here, and we have all this orange, and that's the sacral chakra. Work on your sacral chakra, work on your root chakra, and your personal power chakra, okay? Which is the first three. And then this is the throat. So I have a feeling that you guys need to be working on those at this time period, because it'll only help you. So I'm going to look up Watchtower of the West and see what we have here. Let's see how come on. Okay, here we go. Look deep within to determine what really matters. The old ways that you viewed yourself and others are falling away. Don't let your sensitivity get the better of you. Time for some peace and inner work. Time for you. Exactly. That's come up more than once. Okay? Interesting. Really interesting. Wow. So this is about regeneration. And it's also the element of water, which is interesting because we have that reflection and we have water here. Some of you might be holding back with your emotions when it comes to certain situations, and you shouldn't. You should diplomatically let them out and be heard, because holding back is only going to make you sick. I'm getting that message. Watchtower of the West, you are being assisted to enhance your psychic abilities as your emotions heal and become balanced. Holy shit. Whilst nature starts to turn within itself, reflect on where you have been and what has been done during the preceding months. Allow water to wash over you to achieve harmony, inner peace, and tranquility. The West will open your heart and rein in any oversensitivity. Connect with the king and queen of this season and receive a much needed cleansing and healing on all levels. The color blue, oh my God, represents the element of water and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of dusk. Autumn brings emotions to the surface in association with the card that flanks this one. Wait, what? Autumn brings emotions to the surface in association with the card that flanks this one. There you go. Oh my God. And then I said blue. There it is. That's so freaking crazy. Okay. So obviously there's something to do with where you're from or getting back to your roots, and you need to come in contact with it. You need to connect to this. You need to connect with your ancestors for sure, I feel like. So the homeland card. Interesting stuff, man. Visit your childhood home. Honor any feelings. Oh my God. Honor any feelings you have about your past. Face up to and accept where you come from. Your past is catching up with you. A foreign land stirs something within you. Investigate your family tree. Look toward home for some answers. And this specifically says the West. Interesting. So, I don't know if that means anything to any of you guys. I know I'm from the West, so that kind of makes me go, you know. And besides, I know like during sleep where my soul travels, it goes to the West, which is kind of interesting. So, and you can look that up on astro.com under the Astro Travel section. You can actually, and the little lines, you click on each one of those lines and then it'll tell you stuff, okay? There's all different things in that travel that you can look at, but that's one of them, okay? So, and remembering and acknowledging where you come from is very foundation that a witch can build her strengths upon. When your roots are planted fully in the ground that you call home, the wisdom of the ancestors, there it is, can be accessed and utilized. Homeland is beckoning you to take a long-awaited trip back home to visit and connect with the lands of your ancestors, oh my God, that they once walked upon. Allow past memories to surface, whether happy or sad, and tap into your feelings to discover who you really are and what makes you tick. You may have a yearning to travel to a distant land, hello, that you have never set foot on. Well, maybe not in this life. Past life oh my God. Past life connections are surfacing right now. Oh my God, I love it when this happens. And it is important that you honor this calling. Place upon your altar some earth from your homeland, whether from this lifetime or another, so that you can connect with the very essence of who you are and the land that you walked upon long ago. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So moving right along. So I pulled some crystals. That's just trippy how these all just come together, isn't it? So it's really interesting because we had blue mentioned in here, and I was talking about, you know, the first 3 chakras and that throat chakra and speaking your truth and stuff. And what's really weird is you had 2 blue crystals come out for you guys in this pull, okay? Celestite and Larimar, which I have some right here. Here is a Larimar. Actually, I have 2. There's one right here too. And we have Celestite. Here it is. Right there. That's cool. So, Celestite, excuse me. It's what it is. It's a blue-gray celestite, excuse me. Oh my God, speaking of throat chakra, and I'm choking here. It's a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven. And if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Wow. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. That's the message. That's who needs it. And that's kind of, you know, an underlying current with this pull. Where to put it? As a calming adornment wherever you meditate or pray. When to use it? When it's time to stop and really listen. With Celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. Tune into your serenity. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So Larimar, what it is. It's a seafoam toned Larimar is a volcanic blue mineral only found in the Dominican Republic. Its energy is like a spiritual snow cone for the seething and sweltering. Who needs it? The hot-tempered. Any Aries. Oh man. And right now, whew, okay. For some of us, we have a lot of Aries going on. I have like 3 things going on in Aries right now in my progress chart, including my sun. So that's kind of trippy. Where to put it? When super agitated, stop, drop, and hold Larimar in your left hand and commence cooling breathing, i.e. stick out your rolled tongue and slowly inhale and exhale like you're sucking through a straw. When to use it? When you feel like all of the world's problems are suddenly just your problem. When anger stands between you and the formation of articulate sentences. Remember, chill is a choice. Ride the cool breeze with Larimar. And it says slow your roll. So for those who are feeling so stressed out about trying to balance things or working shit out, these are two really good crystals to use. And it's interesting, we have all that blue mentioned, and then we have all that orange and yellow. Okay. So before we go, I'm going to pull some quick little messages for you guys with these decks, some final little quick messages for you guys to see a parting message for you guys. These are the See Melodies cards. They're just like little simple messages. The next ones are magical ones with sigils that you can use for your making of your magic. Okay? And then I'm going to pull some love messages for those of you who are thinking about your twin, soul, your divine, divine counterpart. I'm going to take that first one. Oh my God, self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. Water is mentioned here again. Okay, and then you have all these tentacles going. Ciara, if you're watching this, okay, tentacles, there you go. Oh my God. Hentai joke. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So yeah, you guys definitely need to do some self-care, okay? Anchor, keep yourself grounded. And that's what this orange and this yellow and all that stuff is going on here. Is definitely you guys need to keep grounded and use this to cool your head. I feel like there's a lot of fire signs that pick this, or you have heavy fire sign in your chart or your progress chart right now. Placements. And one more, come on. There it is. Choose wisely, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Exactly. Okay, my message here for you guys is this, and this is me right now in my life, really hard. I almost feel like some of the messages here are definitely for me as well. Don't settle, okay? This is my vibe right now. I'm not going to settle for bullshit anymore, okay? Because I settled way too much in my life so far. I highly recommend you guys don't settle. Like, if somebody's just like, oh, okay, and you don't feel like super hot and bothered about it or something, or if you're like, a relationship is presented to you and it's just not everything you want, don't settle for it, because you're just going to be miserable in the long run and you're going to be unhappy. So only strive for that which fulfills you completely and that is what you want. And just don't settle, okay, for anything that's not fulfilling your needs, okay? All right, so moving right along, let's check out what making magic sigil you guys have here. Let's see what we got. What little message do they need to hear, and what sigil do they need to use? So if you're gonna make a talisman, or that just popped right out like that, look at that. If you guys are gonna do something like that, these sigils on here are what you want to draw or paint or carve. Oh my God, look at that. One more. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, y'all. You guys got a few messages here. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Okay, we have safe and happy. Oh my God. This is crazy. So we have safe and happy travel. Okay, I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see it. So there's your sigil, and it says protection from harm when journeying. Exactly. Whether it is on the astral realm or, like I said, you guys are going to be doing some traveling. There it is. There's your little sigil you want to carve onto a piece of wood, or paint on a crystal piece of paper, fold it up, stick it in your pocket, whatever. There it is. Okay. And then we have on target, follow your ideal life path. Okay. Yes. There you go. All right, there's your sigil. You can, like I said, for these, just like pause it and you could draw it, screenshot it, whatever. Love charm. For those of you who are wondering about relationships, there you go. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. There's your sigil. And we have healing. Oh my God. Yep. Self-care. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. There you go. All right. And then we're going to pull a little love message for our lovers out there. Let's see what your divine counterpart has to say. Whether you are single, in a relationship, or whatever. Married. Doesn't matter. This is just a message of love for you guys. Let's see what comes up. One more. There it is. Okay. So it says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Wow. Okay. And the next one is, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so are the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. And this is so true because, and I wish more people would understand this, that your vibe attracts your tribe, basically, and that includes love. So if you have issues in your love life, or like just issues with yourself about intimacy, or about, like, if you're a narcissist, okay, you're going to attract a narcissist. You know, for like those that are uber needy or something like that, you're going to attract needy people. You're going to attract somebody who's going to prey on you. Empaths, be careful. Just watch your ass. Beware of that kind of a vibe. I feel like that's just like a strong message coming through, because I feel like some of you who are watching this are really sweet and have tender hearts. And I think that people will take advantage of that. So just be careful. Okay. So anyway, that's it for this group. I hope that it resonated for you and that you heed the advice. So in the drop-down box, there is, personal reading information for me or me and my Pisces twin. There's Amazon and Ko-fi down there. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified of the next video that comes out. And I thank you guys so much for being here. Bye. For those of you guys who picked the Pneumite pile for group 2, this is going to be your reading. We're going to go ahead and start out with the overall energy, which I pulled a tarot card for that, which we have the 5 of Wands. So looks like you guys are working with a group. There's some kind of group energy going on. Maybe you're working on a project together. This could have something to do with your job, like getting something done, accomplishing some sort of project or whatever. There could be some conflicts going on with this as well. There could be some discord among friends. There's just like big group energy coming off of this. And there's a big time need to compromise here and to be able to work with other people in a productive manner and not being harsh or too volatile with your words, maintaining integrity, being diplomatic, just playing nice, basically. I feel like that's what the big message for you who are watching this. Watch your words. Watch how you handle yourself in group situations, and try to be a good negotiator is coming up. Okay. So the word negotiations and negotiator, knowing how to do this is important at this time. So I'm going to pull some other cards, the other cards here that came up with this. And we have ceremony, invocation, which is interesting because that's kind of like what's going on right here, is it not? And then we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So this is interesting. And I have to make note of this. It's like, this is a woman by herself right here. And we have a whole fuck ton of masculine energy going on right here. There's a lot of testosterone in the house. So I feel like specifically for some of you, you might be a female and you are stuck in this situation with a bunch of dudes who are quarreling, or they're bickering and shit, and it's driving you fucking nuts, and you feel like you're not being heard. Or I'm just going to say it, maybe they're sloughing you off because you are the only woman, or it's the exact opposite. They're paying really close attention to what you are saying because you are one of the only females involved. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. I feel like the message I'm getting here is you definitely need to stand your ground. Or it also could just be like there's a masculine and you're surrounded by a bunch of females. Okay. But I'm not getting that really hard right here. If you are a masculine watching this and you are in a group with a bunch of dudes and you're trying to work through a project or some kind of creative thing or something, or I feel like you have like the more gentle energy of the group and you need to stand up and make your voice be heard. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. So let's take a look and see what this invocation, I feel like you're also like around these people and it's like you definitely have a specific manifestation in mind that you're trying to manifest. Okay. I'm hearing that. All right. So what it is for some of you. Okay. Here. Boy, do I freaking relate to this one. Okay. Because I've lived this and experienced this a lot in my past. You are trying to work on something. Okay. It could be a project, a manifestation. It's both. All right. Whatever it is. And it's deeply personal to you. Okay. You're trying to work through this at this time right now. And I feel like you have a bunch of assholes around you who are trying to shit all over your shine, and they're projecting their negativity onto this situation and trying to like fuck up your groove, okay? This is why whenever you are doing a manifestation or working magic or you're working on a project or something, you should just keep your mouth shut and keep it to yourself because it's nobody's business. You know, it's not because you're being mean. It's because you want to see it through to the end and you want it to be successful, right? So this is highly personal and you need to keep it to yourself, I feel like, because I don't feel like that you have a lot of people around you at this moment who are true, that they're jealous. They don't want to see you succeed. They feel like as long as you're kept down, then they're comfortable and they feel okay. You know what I mean? They feel okay with who they are. And it's got nothing to do with who you are or what you're about. It's got to do about them. It's what their issues and their hangups. Okay? So obviously your hard work is paying off with what you're trying to manifest. My advice for moving forward is to keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't talk about this. Don't tell people what you're doing. Just don't. Okay? Because it's like I said, if they're really your friend and they're really a supportive or they're a good family member, they'll understand this. They'll be like, okay, no problem. I can't wait to hear about it when it happens, you know, and they'll just be supportive of you in whatever it is, you know, and just like be kind about letting you have your space, so to speak. If there's somebody and they're constantly digging at you and they're constantly like, well, what is it? What are you doing? It's like, why are you so threatened? You know, why are you so worried about what I'm doing? This isn't a competition. There's plenty to go around for everybody. There's plenty of abundance for the whole entire fucking world. So they need to get over themselves, all right? They need to just chill, back the fuck off, and let you do your jam. Okay, let you be yourself and let you work your woo, okay? Just, they need to fuck off. Sorry, that's the message I'm getting. I know it's harsh, but what can I say? All right, so, all right, for ceremony, let's take a look at that, okay? Let's see what we got on deck here. It's kind of cool because I opened right up to it. It's really cool. It says, whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. It is important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit, but also material objects you consider sacred. Set up an altar in a convenient area that is apart from your usual living space. Start with representations of the four major elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Then add just a few sacred objects. Set your intention for the ceremony, such as whether the purpose is for healing, celebration, or honoring a particular earth, season, or cycle. Then do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. Breathe their presence and ask these divine beings to guide you throughout the process. Trust their guidance, feel your heartbeat, and keep breathing. Breath is the key to actual experience of spirit, and creating a ceremony is the vehicle that supports this. Exactly. That's so crazy that came up. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Hard work is paying off, because obviously I feel like whatever you're working on, it's happening. It's all happening. Okay, so keep doing it. So let's see. New moon in Capricorn. So new moon in Capricorn is obviously a powerful time for you guys, just saying. So let's check out what it says about that. I'm wearing Capricorn's birthstone right now, that garnet. I love them. I always have, because my grandmother was a Capricorn, and I was pretty close to her. And so I like to wear garnets. Anyways, so first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Oh my God. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings are: you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. So there you go. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. There you go. See, I told you. The teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes toward the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you achieve whatever you set your mind to. Exactly. So pay attention to when the new moon in Capricorn is. And this was saying that it's at the end of the year. And that would be true, because it's like kind of like the way that the signs end up. It's like the opposite. What the hell? I'm telling you, there's something about the end of this year. It's driving me nuts, because that just keeps coming up. That message is so freaking strong, man. I'm telling you. What is it? I'm like so excited to find out what the hell it is. Oh my God. Okay, so what do we have? We have Earth, grounding. Exactly. And we have that Capricorn. What the hell? Okay. So who's watching this is an Earth sign or a Capricorn, because this is definitely potent for you guys. This is information really strong for you. So this grounding, and looking at that, obviously part of working on any kind of materialistic thing or earthly realm type of thing is making sure you are grounded and your head is not too in the clouds, and you're not being influenced too hard by other people's, like, you getting your head in the clouds too much. Like I get like this. I don't know if any of you guys get like this. When you're around people that are like too, and constantly, like, their energy is toxic. Okay. What happens to me when I get around toxic people is I get my dander up and I can just feel it oozing off them. And it just like turns my stomach and I get automatically pissed off. But then my head, it's like I could feel this like pull on, like, I'm just going to say it, like my aura or my soul, like a fucking vampire. And they're trying to suck off of it. And I can feel that really hard. And it's like when I get around people like that too much, I feel like definitely I need to ground myself afterwards. So I will get in a tub full of salt water or whatever, and do my best, or walk around barefoot outside, or just sit on the ground, on the earth, the bare earth, and just chill the fuck out. Because I do feel like there's definitely a lot of you who are empathic like that, and you need to do this on a regular basis in order to stay focused on your goals and just, you know, quiet your mind, I guess you could say, to really focus on your intention, okay? So let's see what this has to say. Come on. See, right now I'm feeling a little woo, so it's hard for me to focus. Okay. Oh my God, I was right there. Jeez. Okay. Connection with the element of earth is required to bring substance to your spell work. There you go. Spend time outside, barefooted and getting your hands dirty. Take up gardening. Hug or sit beneath your favorite tree. Engage in a project that requires solid groundwork. There you go. What was I just saying? It says, are you the foundations you stand upon strong enough? Wait, are the foundations you stand upon strong enough to support you? You have been on rather shaky ground lately, and your confidence has been knocked. Your head has been in the clouds, and your spell work and wishes do not seem to be coming to fruition. It is the element of earth that must be called upon right now, for it offers you the nurturing and support you need at this time. The earth is solid, firm, and will give you the grounding required to bring about the results you desire. The earth is fertile and stable and associated with the goddess of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Give yourself some time to go into nature and allow the earth to restore you. Draw upon her gifts that are steeped in magic and mystery as you rest and recharge under her protection. Soon you shall have all the endurance and strength that you require in order to move forward. And sometimes, I got to tell you guys this, sometimes when I go to read these, it's like I'm getting like 20 messages coming in at once, and it's like really freaking loud and noisy, and it's kind of hard to focus. So sometimes when I'm reading, it's like I'm reading, my brain is doing one thing, but it's also doing something completely different. I'm like listening as well. So it's, I get all jumbled sometimes. Okay. So 2 crystals that I pulled for you guys. It's really interesting because this has been happening. This happened in pile 1. Pile 1 was 2 blue ones, and now we have 2 green ones for this group. And it's kind of funny because we're talking about working with earth energy here. And it's really interesting because the crystal that she's got right here in front of her is actually green, which is so weird. So, and then you have this green right here. Yeah. All right. So we have turquoise. What it is, brilliant blue-green turquoise has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything else, since like 5000 BCE. From Lhasa to Marrakech to Tucson, turquoise is, was, and always will be both go-to protector and fashion statement. And this is actually a color that is in my dreams a lot. Like I'm wearing it or associating with it, or snakes are this color, or it is a highly spiritual color, okay? It's gnarly. So who needs it? Anyone whose voice has gone AWOL. Where to put it? Set in sterling silver rings, big old belt buckles, and bolo ties, excuse me. Well, that is kind of boho turquoise is, right? On the podium, open mic night, and wherever else you need to speak up or speak out. And remember what I said, your voice needs to be heard. Turquoise is a throat chakra thing, so work it, okay? When to use it? When you feel disconnected from the things that make you human. When you've got something to express, get it out with turquoise. Speak your truth. There it is. Holy shit. Can't make this shit up, okay? So, and we also have green calcite, which this is like Ciara's favorite stone is calcite. She has it in every friggin' color, I swear. This is actually a piece of calcite right here. Isn't this cool? It's so beautiful. It's got like a gazillion different colors in it. So green calcite is the emo, honest to a fault, believes in storybook endings, tree hugger of the calcite family. Oh my God, and this goes right along with this turquoise here. I think you guys have some beautiful, chill, sweet energy. I feel like you guys are really heart chakra people too. Who needs it? Anyone who finds himself lost in the force of doubt without a map, and Libras. Where to put it? Against your chest when making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite precious time you have here on Earth. Earth is mentioned again. Earth, Earth. Holy shit. When to use it? When your heart is asking for something, but you aren't listening. You know, like plugging your ears going la 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 la. Yeah, I hate that. The heart wants what it wants. The mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull in the heart's favor. Live out your heart's desire. Exactly. What I say? I felt like you guys are heart chakra people. There you go. Okay, so before we go, I have some sea melody messages and some magic sigil messages, like they have magic sigil, I can't even talk, sigils for you guys to work with to help with your manifestations and what's going on. And let's see what the sea, and I also have some heart, some love messages for you, okay, from your divine counterpart, wherever they are or whoever they are. All right, let's do one more shuffle of these guys. I'm getting little red fuzzies from my sweater all over the place. What does group 2 need to hear? Holy shit, we got a lot of noisy spirit today. We have perseverance, stay the course. What did I say? Your hard work is paying off. Just keep doing it. Just keep working. Choose wisely. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. That's funny because that one came up before. Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Take a good hard look at yourself is what that's saying. Listen. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. Exactly. So I feel like you guys are clairaudient wise, going to be receiving some messages, okay, through songs, through sounds. Pay attention to that at this time. I feel like you definitely need to take some time to ground yourself and reassess certain situations. And you need to be real damn picky with who you let around you at this time, okay? And you need to not let them muddle up and fuddle up your thinking, okay? You need to really focus on what it is you're trying to accomplish because it will be successful as long as you don't let people fuck with you, okay? And you don't buy into their bullshit. That's the message I'm getting. So let's see what else we got going on here for your magic sigils and possible. What does this group need to know? Whoa. Oh. One more? Yes. There it is. I love how that happens. It's so cool. All right. So can't wait to see what these three are. All right. First up, you have wishes come true. Okay. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. See, I told you guys, you've got this manifestation down pat. You just got to keep persevering and keep going with it. You can use this sigil to help it move right along. So you can go ahead and screenshot that, like copy it down, whatever. There you go. And we have, oh my God, how sweet. What did I say? Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. So I do feel that. I get that vibe from this group. I feel like a bunch of you are total sweethearts. Just like really kind, loving people. Okay? And you always want to be a good friend to people, and you don't want to start any conflict or anything ever. But sometimes you just gotta freaking say what the fuck and stand up for yourself. All right? Don't forget that. Oh my God, no way. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises and promotions. What? Nani? I mean, oh my God. That's crazy. Okay. Oh my God, no way. Some of you guys are working on love manifestations. All right. I can see that. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. You're calling in a soul tribe and a mate for some of you. Definitely. Okay. And there's your sigil to do that. So, love message, final love message. How are we going to close with this? Let's see what comes up for this group. What do they need to know? What message do they need to hear? What message do they need to hear? What love message does this group need to know? Oh, shit. Oh my God. Interesting. Okay. So we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. I really feel like this group is very powerful with manifestations. So whatever you're thinking and whatever you're focusing on is what happens to you. So you need to be very, very careful and very wise in your thoughts and what you're thinking, because what you think actually comes into reality. So be very careful, be very wise, choose wisely. Okay, there you go. And listen. So beware. Oh my God, this came up before. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Exactly. Holy shit. That is a strong message coming through. Both of these. I mean, really be careful. Take a good look at yourself. You know, what are the things that are bugging you about yourself? Because that's what you're going to attract. But at the same, you need to be, only time will tell. Okay, but you do need to be forgiving on yourself as well. Okay, recognize the things that are like meh, that you're not like super excited about yourself, but just forgive yourself and just learn from it and kind of move on, is the message. And then only time will tell. So this is what I'm getting from this is all happening in divine timing. So stop trying to rush it, because it is not going to happen when you want it to. It's when the universe wants it to happen is when it's going to happen. So just sit back, relax, have a margarita, and chill the fuck out, because it'll happen in divine timing. That's what I'm getting here. Well, that's it for pile 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there's information on getting a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces twin, along with Amazon and Ko-fi information as well. And I hope that this resonated for you, and I thank you guys so much for being here today. Bye. And for those of you guys who picked the last pile with our crocodile jasper, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start off with the overall energy with the tarot card that I pulled to give us a background on the situation. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like some of you are very guarded, and you're worried about money. Okay? Worried about possessions, material stuff. I feel like the word hoarder is coming to my head for some of you. You're hoarding money. For some of you, maybe you're a little bit too miserly when it comes to stuff, whereas others of you are having issues with money at this time in manifesting enough of it. And maybe you're stuck. There's some issues you're trying to deal with getting some things paid off or something. I feel like you're kind of worried about that, or you're just worried about what's coming through is some of you are worried about finding a job right now, which is totally understandable. God, that is such a fucking stressful thing to have to think about or deal with. Really I feel like for everybody though, that you guys need to be paying attention to your finances right now and watch out for spending too much. Just be watching your bank account as well. I feel like, because we all know what goes on in the world these days with hackers and shit like that. Just be watching your accounts and watching your credit cards. Don't overspend right now. I really feel that that's going to... I feel like also some of you are worried about student loans, paying them off. And I'm right there with you on that one. Student loans are like... they're the devil, okay? They're bad. I mean... I have my issues. Go Bernie. Okay. So anyway, I feel like some of you are definitely, you're worried about that. You're worried about paying them off. You're just worried about them in general. And I totally get that, because it's like, it makes your stomach burn with knowing how much money you have to pay back with these fucking things, and you're worried about making enough money to cover just protecting your ass and paying these things back, okay? And you're worried about finding a job or whatever, or maybe some of you are considering shifting a job as well. That's the message I'm getting. But all in all, this whole group has to do with the material realm and money, and I feel like there's some worry there with it, okay? And some of you are being a little bit too stingy when it comes to certain things, when it comes to paying your portion of a bill, maybe for your roommate or whatever. Maybe there's something there, or you're having issues with a roommate who's being stingy and trying to hoard money. That's a message that's coming through. I don't know who the hell that's for, but I hope you freaking work that situation out, because that's bullshit. Maybe somebody ran up a bill and is like trying to stiff you for it. I feel like also that's another message coming through. So let's take a look and see what other cards came up to see what kind of message. I know we got money on deck here. Okay, so we have summer solstice, radiance. Wow. And we have time. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Interesting. Okay. For those of you who are worried about job, I think that around the summer solstice, things are going to be a lot better for you financially. For some of you, if you're not careful about spending your money, you're going to be fucked come summer solstice if you don't reel it in. You know what I mean? Just be careful. And for some reason, as I'm looking at this card, my eye shifted over here to this guy. This is peach selenite. I feel like in my stomach just totally growled when I said that. That's crazy. Okay. For some of you, be working with peach selenite right now. I don't know why that is like a strong message coming through. I feel like it's a beneficial stone for you guys. Oh, and I can't wait to see what comes up in your crystal ones. Also, carnelian and sunstone. Okay, I feel like these three stones are good for you guys. I mean, because my eyes just went right to those. And I even have orange calcite right here, but I don't feel that one as strongly as these three for some reason. So be working with those. And I pulled crystal cards, so you're going to have some crystals come up there too. But I feel like summer solstice is going to bring everything financially to a head for you guys, whether it's bad or good. So you've been warned, for the people who spend too much, that pay attention, because this is going to be like a significant time. So we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. I feel like with this message, before I read either one of these, I'm just telling you what I'm getting from it. You really need to just chill the fuck out and stop stressing, because it's not helping your health, for one. Okay? Worrying about something doesn't fix it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's like easier said than done. Believe me, I'm right there with you on that one. But I feel like you worrying and constantly obsessing about this is only making matters worse. And you need to just take a breather, concentrate, do some yogic breathing, whatever, and just let it fucking go. Okay? Because just take the little steps you need to get where you're going, and everything will be fine. Really be disciplined at this time, I feel like, for some of you. Whereas there's this small group that I feel like, okay, y'all need to just stop being Scrooge McDuck, okay? That's just what I'm getting. So let's take a look at this, shall we? I want to look at this disseminating moon first, okay? Let's see what this has to say, because I don't know if I've ever pulled this. I don't know, I'm trying to remember. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it is time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax, breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how you do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Exactly. Okay? Attuned to the moon, I am where I am and it's okay. Additional meanings of this card is you should know where you stand either now or very soon or at summer solstice. Okay? You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else instead of hoarding it. For the hoarders out there who are being selfish, y'all aren't helping anybody, including yourself, by doing that. It's like, if you're not going to help other people out, in the end, no one's going to help your ass out. So just keep that in mind, okay? And I'm not saying give the shirt off your back in a cold environment, you know, because that's not helping you either. What I'm saying is if you have some kind of word of advice or some kind of helpful thing that could help somebody else around you that, you know, cares about you, and you're hoarding that and you're hiding that, you're not helping anybody. And you're also setting yourself up for some fucked karma too, probably, by not opening your heart and showing some compassion to another human being. I'm getting, okay? So avoid falling into a slump. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is a time to breathe out, give yourself some time off, and think about what has passed. So for those of you who have gotten into a sticky situation, obviously this is a time to reflect and forgive and just be like, okay, I learned my lesson, I won't do that again. However, if you do not learn the lesson and you keep repeating shit, you're going to always get the same goddamn result. And that is the definition of insanity. Doing something over and over again and expecting different results. All right? You have to break those bonds, and you have to step out of your comfort zone and do something new and change shit. Okay? So, moving right along, we have Watchtower of the North, Winter. Okay, what's really weird is what came up in the other piles. This time period is basically come up on, I think, on every single one of them. I'm telling you, there's something coming at the end of this year, starting in October, okay? But I'm telling you, there's something about the end of 2020. There's a whole lot of black crows in this. So for some of you, I feel like, or blackbirds, that you guys have like crows or blackbirds as a spirit totem or animal. I also feel like some of you are definitely Leos, possibly Geminis. Maybe Cancer as well. So anyways, let's take a look at this Watchtower of the North. I feel like definitely something's coming to a head and summer solstice, and then something's going to happen in the winter, obviously. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, no shit. You're going through a dark night of the soul. Surrender and release. Persist. The rewards will be life-changing. You are metamorphosing. Rest and rejuvenate. The ancestors are connecting with you. Invoke your dark side with harm to none. So, calling upon the guardians and gatekeepers of the North. The season of winter brings you its gifts, steeped in magic and mystery, as it works in conjunction with the element of earth. By visiting the Watchtowers of the North, you are being called to go deep within, to rest and recharge, whilst earth nurtures and restores you. The North will assist you with all aspects of home life, security, and nurturing that you require. See, I told you it's all earth-based and like the earthly realm and material stuff and home and all that kind of stuff. Connect with the crone aspect of the triple goddess as you journey with the god in elder form, inwards, and face that which you have ignored for too long. Allow winter to freeze out any unwanted behaviors, situations, or addictions you have been holding on to, stripping you bare within the dark chambers of the winter's womb. The color black represents the element of earth and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of midnight. Winter shares its wisdom in association with the card that flanks this one. And right now there is no, these are all the card that flanks it, basically, but I haven't put the other crystals down, so let's see what they have to say. But I definitely feel like you guys are really stressed out and worried about money and just material issues, or maybe finding a place to live as well. For some of you, maybe finding a new roommate. Something to do with, I feel like for some of you, it's definitely something to do with a roommate. So let's take a look and see what we got for our stones. And this is so trippy because this has been happening with every single one of these. The stones that are pulled are all, look at the orange. Look at all the orange in there. And then even this is bloodstone. And even it has like flecks of like orangey red in it. So, and you know, they're red. We've got this hot, fiery energy here. I'm getting heart chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra, and definitely throat chakra. Definitely root chakra though. Okay, for you guys, work on those. So we have garnet. Are you shitting me? There it is right there. I love garnets. I think they're fabulous. What it is, garnets are deep pomegranate to fiery red stones that have lit wrists for centuries. Garnets come in many forms like almandine, grossular, and spessartine, to name 3. Gorgeous garnets gush with positive vibes and are the perfect sparkly accessory to an I got this attitude. Who needs it? Writers who aren't writing, painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't sexing. Okay. That being said, some of you are being stingy with the sex department with your partner. You need to cut that shit out and give him a good, okay, I'm just going to say it. If you're a dude, you need to give him a good dick down. If you're a woman, you need to freaking ride it home. You know what I'm saying? Okay? That's just like really strong coming through. Any place you want to, and where to put it, any place you want to make something be. Any place you want to make something, be it art, love, or dollar bills, y'all. Exactly. Wow, that's interesting that that's coming up because of what I was saying about the finances and all that stuff. So definitely work with garnets, okay? Definitely put them on your sacral chakra as well for the people who are having sexual issues, like maybe you're having intimacy issues or something. You need to connect with your partner. I'm getting that strong message. If you're trying to call a partner in, this is an area, maybe you're having weird reservations about sex, or you're not feeling sexual, or there's something about that blocked chakra. Okay, so you need to definitely be putting it there for some of you. When to use it? When you feel like the real you is getting lost in the sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of a likes-driven culture. Get into your depth. See, even the dog has something to say about this. Gosh. So definitely be using garnet. Okay, we also have bloodstone. This is interesting what they mentioned, the zodiac sign here, especially considering the main energy here. Okay, what it is, bloodstone is an earthy green chalcedony splattered with seriously activating red jasper. In the Middle Ages, some believe the red splotches on the stone surface were the blood of Christ. Who needs it? The constantly overworked and completely drained by the soul-sucking machinations of modern life. And Capricorns. There you go. There's a whole lot of earthy Capricorn-y type energy within these readings today, which I find fascinating. Where to put it? Wherever you do the important work, spiritual, physical, and psychological. When to use it? When you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling your damn self. Sleep. Get some exercise, take nourishment, and call on bloodstone to drag your ass out of the house to face the day. Chin up, head high. Power up your vitals. There you go. Okay, it's interesting because this card has all those colors in it. That's really cool. Okay, so now we have Jasper. Oh my God, and this has red Jasper, right? Yes, that's fucking crazy. Okay, so then we have Jasper. What it is. Jasper describes a huge variety of opaque quartz stones, from Picasso jasper, I'm gonna be prolific, to Mookite jasper, I'm gonna lay low and power up, and to red jasper, you're gonna wanna move out of my way. Exactly. These earthy babies help align us to our core powers. And I have a piece of bloodstone. Where the hell is it? Is this it? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Who needs it? Air signs and city folk. Where to put it? Wherever you are when you'd rather be barefoot pulling vibes from the earth below. Think white sand, green grass, and a yoga mat. Nice. When to use it? When you want to get back into your body after a stressful work week, a long flight, or a meditation or a lit meditation session. And it says strengthen your foundation. So I was definitely saying, like, you know, we have the color black, okay? And that's like root, that's connected to root chakra as well. So I feel like the root and the sacral chakras and the throat chakras on you guys and a little bit of heart definitely need to be worked on at this time. Be tapping into those powers. You need to get stable and you need to stop being so stressed out as well. Take a breath, okay? Let's see what messages we have from the Sea Melodies. What messages for group 3? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So first up, we have optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Exactly. So worrying about situations and stressing out about them is not going to help you. Because in the end, it all works out. And, you know, after every rainstorm, there are clear skies. So, and there's also a fucking rainbow usually. So perseverance, stay the course. Just keep working on what you're working on. Okay? Even if you're like feeling like you're up to it when it comes to money issues, like you're stressing out about it, like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Just keep working on it. Baby steps. Just go, keep going. You'll be fine. Everything will get paid off. Everything will be taken care of. Okay? Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. And guess what is right here? There is a bag of gold. So obviously I feel like it's going to work out. Just keep persevering. Stay optimistic about it. Because if you're thinking negative at this time, it's just going to fuck up the manifestation of goodness coming in. You know, you want to keep I know that's like annoying to hear. Okay. I get it. Because it's hard when you're feeling like shit to keep an optimistic attitude, but fake it till you make it. All right. Seriously. It's so weird because it's so true that even if you're like pissed off and you don't feel like you're happy, just force a smile. And then eventually it's like it's like has to do with body chemistry or hormones or something to do like that whole changing your vibe. It actually will start to shift things and you will become more optimistic and be happier and all this other kind of stuff. It really is all up to you. The choices you choose, it's free will, okay? You can be an asshole and wallow in self-pity, or you can lift yourself up, look at it as a learning lesson and pat yourself on the back and say, everything's going to be okay. The universe has got my back, and move on and be optimistic about it, okay? You choose. You have free will. Nobody's forcing you to think the way you are. Only you can do that. Only you can choose your thoughts, okay? Dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. Interesting, because we have moon and we have the sun here, so. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So, and we have lightning right here. That might be significant for you guys for some reason, I feel like. I don't know why that's coming through, that message. But I feel like definitely don't be afraid of taking an opportunity, even if it scares you. And even if you feel like it'll shake some shit up, just do it. If an opportunity comes along your way, okay? Now let's look at your magical sigil. Like, what messages of magic do you need at this time? Whoa. Oh, shit. What does group D? What do they need to know? One more? One more? Hello? Is that it? Oh, well, looks like you guys are getting... Oh, my God. Okay. No way. All right, so these are sigils that you can use to do magic workings right now that might help you with your situation. So we have the elements. The elements of air, fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. So you can use this sigil to like help protect you, and it calls on all the elements. We have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. So some of you obviously need some healing power. So there you go. There's your sigil. We have, oh, I love this one. Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. This, okay. We have goddess, healing feminine energy. So I feel like definitely some of you guys need to get in contact with your feminine side right now for sure, and need to be working with that goddess energy, and you need to bring more of your goddess feminine energy out. Okay. This is something, this is like a message, hardcore. Pay attention, honor the goddess within yourself and within the world. And then we have Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. So yes, to help you to make good choices, because I feel like some of you maybe might be battling some kind of addiction at this time as well. Use this sigil to help you through, okay? Last but not least, we have some love messages from your divine counterpart, wherever they may be. You can be with them right now or not yet, whatever. This could be from them. Okay, let's see what they have to say. What am I going to pick up for this group? What do they need to hear? Oh, whoa, whoa! Well, they had a lot to say, I guess. I'm just going to go with the flow here and just read them all. Why not? Fuck it. Okay. These three came face up, so. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there was always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Opportunity, perseverance, optimism. There you go. Holy shit. Wow. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Wow. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Wow. Okay. And then these three guys we have. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Oh my God, didn't I just say that? I'm just going to go with the flow, and then this came out. What the hell? That's a trip. And you know what? It's talking about shifting cycles. And when we resist change, that's what I feel like this card and this overall energy is about. It's resisting change for some of you. Obviously, a lot of you guys are afraid to take the next step that will actually change your life. You're sitting around like, I feel like the message coming through, shit or get off the pot. If you've heard that before, that's like, you need to just do it. If you've been thinking about something, you need to go with it. Okay? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Interesting. And we have sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. There you go. All right, guys. So that's it for group number 3. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications of the next video that I put out. In the drop-down box, there is information for personal readings with me or me and my Pisces twin if you're interested in that. And I thank you so much for being here today. And I hope this resonated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.